The wolf in human skin. In the deep, dark forest lived a cunning and cruel wolf. He was the strongest predator in his domain, and all the other animals feared him. One day, the wolf was walking through the forest and came across an old, fallen tree stump. Out of curiosity, he peered inside and saw a magical book. The wolf had never read books before, but something drew him to this one. He opened the book and began to read. The pages were filled with strange symbols that he had never seen before. But the more he read, the more he realized that the words in the book made sense. Suddenly, the wolf felt his body changing. His fur disappeared, his paws turned into hands, and his fangs became human teeth. He had transformed into a man. The wolf, now a man, was surprised and scared. He didn't know what to do or where to go. He was alone in the forest, without food or shelter. He wandered through the forest for several days, looking for food and a place to hide. Finally, he found a small hut on the edge of the forest. He stepped into the hut and saw an old woman there. She was surprised when she saw him, but she was not afraid. The woman told him that she was a witch and that she had written the book he had found. She explained that the book gives the reader the ability to transform into any creature. The wolf told her his story, and she agreed to help him. She gave him food and shelter, and she also taught him how to live as a human. The wolf learned quickly. He learned to speak, read, and write. He also learned to live by human laws and customs. Over time, the wolf became a real man. He forgot about his life in the forest and began to live like an ordinary person. But a dark side still lived in his soul. He could not forget that he was a predator. Sometimes he felt a terrible urge to kill and eat people. He fought this urge, but it was stronger than him. He started killing people. He killed cruelly and mercilessly. People began to fear him. They called him a maniac. The police started looking for him. They knew he was strong and dangerous, but they were determined to stop him. One day, the police found him. He was hiding in an old, abandoned building. They surrounded the building and started the assault. The wolf fought desperately, but he was overpowered. He was arrested and put in prison. He lived there all his life, never to go free again. The story of the wolf who transformed into a human is a tragic story. It is a story about how evil can live in the soul of a person, even if they appear ordinary on the outside. It is a story about how important it is to fight your dark side so as not to become a monster. Moral: the story of the wolf who transformed into a human teaches us that evil can live in the soul of any person. It is important to fight your dark side so as not to become a monster. The story also shows that even a person who was once a monster can change and become better.